The God of Endings is a deeply moving and poignant novel that explores the complex emotions surrounding grief, loss, and redemption. The story centers on the life of Martha, a middle-aged woman who has experienced a great deal of tragedy and heartbreak in her life. Martha is a deeply introspective person who has spent much of her life reflecting on the choices she has made and the experiences she has had. As the novel opens, Martha's husband, Henry, has been diagnosed with terminal cancer, and she finds herself facing yet another profound loss. As she cares for Henry and watches his health deteriorate, Martha begins to reflect on her own life and the losses she has suffered. Through a series of flashbacks, we learn about the death of Martha's son, Jacob, who died tragically when he was just a young boy. We see how this loss has deeply affected Martha and her relationship with her husband, and we begin to understand the deep sense of sadness and regret that permeates her life. Throughout the novel, Martha also struggles with her relationship with her daughter, Emily. Emily has been distant from Martha since the death of her brother, and Martha feels a deep sense of guilt over the strained relationship between them. She tries to reach out to Emily, but Emily is resistant and often unresponsive. Martha feels helpless and unsure of how to mend their relationship. As Henry's condition worsens, Martha turns to art as a way of coping with her grief. She begins to create intricate, detailed dioramas that reflect her memories and experiences. Through her art, she is able to find a sense of purpose and meaning, and she begins to see a way forward through her grief. After Henry's death, Martha decides to move to a small town on the coast of Maine, where she hopes to start a new life. She buys a house and begins to make new connections and form new relationships, but she still struggles with her past and the losses she has suffered. As the novel progresses, we see Martha slowly beginning to heal. She begins to reconcile with her daughter, and she even starts a new romantic relationship with a man named Sam. Through her art and her relationships, she is able to find a sense of joy and purpose, and she begins to see a way forward through her grief. However, Martha's healing process is not without setbacks. She experiences intense waves of grief and sadness, and she struggles with feelings of guilt and regret over the past. At times, she feels overwhelmed by the weight of her losses, and she questions whether she will ever truly be able to move on. Despite these challenges, Martha remains committed to her healing journey. She continues to create art, and she finds solace in the natural beauty of her new home. She also begins to develop a closer relationship with her daughter, Emily, and the two of them slowly begin to mend their relationship. As the novel draws to a close, Martha reflects on her journey and the lessons she has learned along the way. She realizes that life is messy and unpredictable, but that there is beauty and joy to be found in even the darkest moments. She also comes to understand that healing is a process, and that there is no single, right, way to navigate grief and loss. In the end, Martha emerges as a stronger, wiser, and more compassionate person, having overcome the challenges of her past and embracing the uncertainty of her future. The novel leaves us with a sense of hope and possibility, reminding us that no matter what life may bring, we are capable of finding meaning and purpose in our experiences. One of the central themes of the novel is the idea of endings and beginnings. Martha has experienced a great deal of loss in her life, but she also recognizes that every ending is also a new beginning. Through her art and her relationships, Martha is able to find new beginnings and new opportunities for growth and healing. She learns that even in the midst of profound sadness and loss, there is always the possibility of renewal and transformation. Another important theme of the novel is the idea of connection. Martha has always felt a deep sense of isolation and disconnection from others, but through her experiences in the small town in Maine, she begins to form new connections and relationships. She discovers that even in the most unlikely of places, there are people who can offer us support and love. The novel also explores the complicated dynamics of family relationships. Martha's relationship with her daughter Emily is strained, and she struggles with feelings of guilt and regret over the choices she has made in the past. However, through their experiences together, they begin to find a way to reconnect and heal the wounds of the past. Finally, The God of Endings is a novel about the power of art and creativity to heal the soul. Hope you enjoyed this novel. Stay tuned and subscribe to our channel for other bestsellers.